Hey everyone, welcome to another Reality Skewed Gamers video. I am Finity and today we are going to be talking about the Mods 2.0 changes. Now, if you look in the description of the YouTube video below, you will see a link to our Twitter page to a particular post where we posted the image that you can see right here. That picture is going to be one that you will want to keep handy. It is a quick reference as to what is coming up in Mods 2.0 and how you will be able to get your Mod 6e. What we are going to go through today is all of the details regarding that picture. Now, the picture is relatively self-explanatory, but for those of you that want more information, stay tuned. We're going to start going into it right now. Alright, so let's take a look at this picture and we're going to break it down in parts so you understand what exactly you will need to do. Now, when Mods 2.0 comes out, there's going to be one aspect of it that's going to be leveling, and there's going to be one aspect of it that's going to be slicing. Now, each of these poses a different aspect to Mods 2.0. The leveling you are already used to. The leveling is something that is already there, so let's focus on the leveling part first. So, here, you will see what happens with mods when they are a gray mod. Now, when they're a gray mod, right now, as you level them up, each time you level them up to an increment of 3, whether it's level 3, 6, 9, or 12, they gain a secondary stat. That does not change when the new Mods 2.0 comes out. So you'll see, as you go across from the beginning, when you have a level 1 mod, as you move along all the way to level 15, you will see that the secondary stats are added as you go from one segment to the next. Now, let's take a look at the green mods. So when we look at the green mods now, here is where you will see the first change coming in Mods 2.0. Currently, if you have a green level 1 mod, it will then show up with one secondary stat. When you go to level 3, you have a 100% chance of leveling up that secondary stat. Meaning that when you go from level 1 to level 3, it tries to upgrade a secondary stat first. Instead, when Mods 2.0 comes out, as you will see as you move all the way along, what it does first is it adds a secondary stat. What does that mean for you? What that means is that when you take a green mod from level 1 to 3, instead of upgrading your already existing secondary stat, it will add another one. So now you will have 2 secondary stats at level 3. At level 6, it'll add another secondary stat. So as you go across, and you can see kind of in the bottom of the level 15 mod, let's zoom in here. Notice how it lists on the diagram itself how many secondary stats you had and how many upgrades you have. This is where you will see one of the first changes to Mods 2.0. Now, one other thing you may have noticed, as I move across, all of them stay green. All of them stay green. Right now, when you are a green mod, you go to level 3, it stays green. But when you go to level 6, it turns blue. When it goes to level 9, it turns purple. And when it turns to level 12, it goes gold. Why do we have it all the way green? Simple. That is another change coming in Mods 2.0. What it's going to end up being is that at level 15, all of your mods, even if they're gold right now, are going to possibly change colors. The color they will change to is based on what they started when they were level 1. So what they were at level 1, you will be able to get at level 15. That is one of the changes that is coming in Mods 2.0. So as we go through the green, the blue, the purple, and the gold, you will see that the leveling all otherwise works the same with that one change about adding the secondary stats first versus adding the upgrade to the secondary stat. That is one of the changes. So far, we have gone through 2 changes with Mods 2.0. One of them is that the color doesn't change as you go across. The other part is that now it adds a secondary stat as you go along first, instead of upgrading your already existing stat. So what does that mean now in order to get your Mod 5a? Now Mod 5a the one that you will need in order to turn into 6E, you will now go through your new aspect that is called slicing. And we talked about slicing a little bit before, but now we're going to get into details about it. So what is slicing? Slicing is a whole new process, completely new process. This is not something that is in game now. They are building it. They are going to release it soon. They're working on it. And remember, they're trying to roll this out incrementally. So you may see some of these changes go into effect before slicing comes out. So make sure you're doing what you can in order to get prepared for it. If you haven't, go ahead and check out the link that's showing up in the top right over here. And go to that video where I give you the top 5 tips regarding preparing yourself for the mod update. That being said, now we're going to talk more about slicing. What does slicing do? We talked about moving across our diagram from left to right. Now we're going to go from top to bottom. What you will see is that you can change your grays to a green, your greens to a blue, your blues to a purple, and a purple to a gold using slicing. What do you need for slicing? Now the mats, they have shown some pictures, but it is not definite yet what materials you will need. But here is what we know so far with the materials. What we know with the materials so far, you will need certain materials in order to get from each of the different levels, from gray to green, green to blue, blue to purple, purple to gold. You need to get to gold in order to get over to 6E. Moving from 5A to 6E also requires slicing materials. So where do you acquire these slicing materials? They will be adding a new level to the mod battles table. Again, they're going to be adding a new level, not your current ones where you have the 1 dots and the 2 dots. They are adding a new level to the mods battles table. So what you will need to do there is farm those nodes and acquire the different materials. Now, each level seems to need a different material, so it's not like you can just farm one of the nodes. Now, again, this is subject to change because this is all based on the information they have posted so far. They said that they are still working on it, so some things may still change. But what do we know? You will need to farm the mod battles. So, mod battles is coming up. We are also getting mod energy separate from the cantina energy, meaning that you can farm your cantina characters now as well as farming what you need for mods. So, great benefit there. You're no longer overlapping your characters and your mods. You don't have to make that decision anymore. You are on the right track with getting your mods upgraded. So, what does this mean now? Keep it simple. Follow this chart and you will know exactly what you need to do. When you have a blue mod, you have to take it to purple. Then you take it to gold and then you can switch it to the 6E. It is that simple. Don't get wrapped up in the minutia of all of this. There is a lot of details that is still unknown, but what we know so far, again, let's recap everything so you have this all encapsulated. Mods now do not change colors as you level them up. They will keep the color that they were originally starting with. Mods that you currently have that are gold when 2.0 is released will revert to their original color. Next thing, mods are going to add secondary stats before they upgrade secondary stats. So that's another change. They're adding a new function called slicing that will make it so you can take your mods from gray to green to blue to purple to gold. They are also adding slicing materials in order to get from 5A, which is the gold level 15 5-dot mod, to 6.6E mods. Now, what they also announced more recently was that the Sith raid is going to have rewards for mod slicing. Especially, you're going to have to consider that that's what you're going to need in order to get from 5A to 6E. Now, they said they're going to redo the rewards for all of the Sith raid, but the mod slicing materials we can expect in tier 6 and tier 7. So if you are in a guild that is working towards heroic Sith, make sure that everybody is pulling together because now mods is on the line. Everybody needs to work together. Even if you're only completing tier 6, that is better than tier 5 once the upgrade comes, because those will maybe be the only way you can acquire these slicing materials. So work together, start working on your teams for Heroic Sith, and follow the 5 tips. Again, it'll be posted in the video right up there. Follow the 5 tips and start preparing yourself for the mod update. If you guys have any questions, in the description of the YouTube video below, you will see a link to the RSG Discord. If you are not on Discord, it is a great communication platform that is being used by several guilds in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So, go into our Discord. We have a great community of people that will be there to answer questions, including myself. I am Finity on the Discord, so I'm very easy to find. Again, if you guys have any questions, hop on the RSG Discord. You can post them in the comments as well, but obviously comments are not as live as the Discord is, because Discord is a live chat. So, hop on the RSG Discord if you guys have any questions. Refer to this diagram, follow the flowchart. You will see exactly what you need to do to simplify. Do you level up? Do you slice up? It goes through what you need to do in order to get to 6E. With that being said, I am Finity. I hope you guys have learned something about Mods 2.0, and we'll see you next time.